butt.
Hello everybody and welcome to Longer and Harder, the show where we take a subject and we go deeper. How is everybody doing? Hello to everybody in the chat. How you doing, Sue, Big Brother, Jared, Paranor, welcome Sean, I saw you in there, welcome Factard and Wooden Toad, welcome everybody to another Saturday evening stream. We are going to be doing that thing where we try this out and see if we get a good turnout, and if we do, we're gonna maybe do a 1 week of this, 1 week of the regular time. So, do I have that? That's it. That's the welcomes. We're done with welcomes now. I'm already off to a great start where I forgot what I was supposed to say and do. All right, so we will. Did you take an arrow to Geo? I might have. I don't know where Geo went. I saw him here earlier, but I know it's like 5 in the morning for him or some nonsense like that. Yeah, it's crazy. Oh, well, Villy, thank you for showing up at 2 in the morning. That is impressive. Yeah, so housekeeping, I guess I'll start with talking about this thing, which is that, because of, I did one of these streams at some point earlier along, and it turned out relatively well. That, like, I still had a good crowd, so I was like, hey, we should maybe give it a try every other week, because I get different people to show up on this stream than I do on my Sunday stream, so I figured let's mix it up a little bit. And if I still get a good turnout this Saturday, what I think I'll do is just switch it out every other week. So on taking a look at days, it'll be stream on Saturday evenings, and on not taking a look at days, it'll be on Sundays. So that'll pretty much be how it goes. So every other week it'll switch to, you know, give everyone an opportunity to come here live. So that's part of housekeeping. The other part of housekeeping, since we're talking about times and schedules and things and stuff, my gain is really low. I'm going to turn that up a little bit. Is that next week's Longer and Harder is going to be slightly different. It's going to be my birthday next week, so we're going to do a happy birthday R&D party times for next week's Longer and Harder. So it should hopefully involve a bunch of YouTubers. I'm going to send out invites, so I haven't actually asked Sean yet. So Sean, if you're available, you can always join us, of course. But I think I have GeoStreber and Microblogganism will definitely be there. Maybe a chocolate hat might show up, maybe a purple Dan might show up, maybe an Erectoblast might show up, and maybe a mango might show up. So that's where we're at for next week. It's going to be a little bit different. We're just going to have, you know, my birthday's actually Tuesday, so it's going to be like a really late celebration, but I can't really stream Tuesday night. I'm tend to be busy. So during the week I tend to be very busy. So I'm going to go out and party Saturday night and be very hungover Sunday, and then do a stream very hungover. That's the plan. So we should have hopefully an interesting, fun game night. We'll probably play some Quiplash or Drawful, or we have all those games that we bought last week, so we'll have some of that. Speaking of buying things and paying for things with monies and stuff, we are doing pretty well on the Super Chat / ad money / Patreon monies. We're doing excellent with that, which means that I've still been looking, obviously, for housekeeping. I'm still looking for a sexy housekeeper to keep an eye on our housekeeping section. So I have found another artist because I wanted to give you all options on what kind of artists we want to do. What kind of artist we want to have draw our sexy housekeeper. So I spoke with another artist. Her name is Nictarhost. You can find her at nictarhost.com, and I will link a thing in the place and stuff, which I might have actually, because I was looking her up earlier. If I can spell things correctly here. She's got some great art, and I already spoke with her about prices and stuff. Her prices are a little bit higher than the last person that I showed, which are for a full body pinup kind of sexy housekeeper, which is what I want, she's gonna charge us around $200, which isn't bad for art, right? Like, it's not a bad price to pay. Could you have proper titles? Longer harder every time doesn't mean shit. I know it doesn't. I I know it doesn't mean anything. That's because I don't have a plan. Like, we never I never know what I'm going to talk about until, well, not usually know what I'm going to talk about until after we've talked about it. So, I could put a longer and harder with title, but I don't necessarily know if we'll talk about that person. Or what comes up, so I tend to add the title afterwards and then change the thumbnail afterwards, and you just get to show up and, you know, find out the what we talk about and stuff. Oh, also, there's a word of the week. Also, we do talk about boobs a lot, so if you like boobs, this is a great place to be. There is a word of the week, and it is not boobs, even though I was tempted to because I did the video today. So it's not boobs. Word of the week today has to do with Orphan Red's video. More importantly, what she doesn't understand. So that is our clues for today on yes. Hey, JR, can I? Okay, first off, I'm gonna do that thing where I make you a thing. Make you a moderator, so you don't have to worry about the things and stuff. You don't have a job. You just get to talk without having to worry about YouTube's silly, like, you can only send so many messages at a time thing. Welcome. Also, JR, can I use your first real name, because it feels weird to call you JR all the time. So I would like to be able to at least call you by your first name. I won't use your last name. I promise. So, yes, boobs got talked about. So yes, Nictar Host is, that's what we're talking about. Nictar Host, here's her link. Check out her page, check out her art, see if it's something that you think, just given name is Johnny. Sure, my given name is Johnny Depp. Alright, so, check out Nictar Host's website. Go see if you all like it, her art style. The other person is Restless Animation. So we have two potentials. I have a third potential that was that I have saved on my Twitter. So I will try to get in contact with them and see if their prices are also reasonable enough that we could maybe have a third option. But we're looking at somewhere around $120 to $200 is what we're looking at to have the artist of choice. So, you know, we'll see what that goes. And that's that for housekeeping. Anything else that I needed to say about housekeeping? Nope, I think that might be it. I think we're good. Yeah, we got, oh, no, yes, and no one's guessing the word. You guys gave up on the word already, didn't you? And it's not boobs. What was the thing? Oh, shoot, I forgot. Now, I was gonna say it, and now I forgot because I got distracted by the chat. God damn it, guys. Had something to do with housekeeping. Oh, yes, Nightbot is around. Nightbot is around, obviously. Hopefully. I don't know, maybe he died. And there were complaints about Nightbot being kind of mean all the time. So I did sort of, I lowered the time that Nightbot will kick you out for, ban you for, or time you out for to 60 seconds. But I did keep him around so that hopefully within 60 seconds, oh fuck, Gio figured it out, Gio! Oh, well, Nightbot's dead. So, otherwise, Gio, you would have won. But I guess Nightbot died. So, sorry. Nightbot just decided to die. So, Gio got it. It's relativity. Did you spell it correctly? You did spell it correctly. So, yeah, Nightbot died. That's okay. This is why Nightbot is useless. I don't even know why. I don't even know why I keep him around. he is entirely useless to me. Oh my goodness, Nightbot, why you do this to me? So yeah, yeah. So if he ever shows up again, the timeouts are shorter now. They're only 60 seconds. And I'm still gonna keep him around just in case I am under 30 viewers at a time and a flat earther shows up, or somebody annoying and I have to deal with them. Nightbot seems to be useless anyway, so I'm not even sure why I fucking useless Nightbot being useless. All right, so there is that for that. We have today If I can find the right buttons to press, bam. We have today Beer of the Week. Oh, there he is. He is there. He just doesn't, I don't know why he doesn't like you guys. He is there. I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know. I don't even know anymore. I don't get you, Nightbot. I don't understand you. All right, so we got Beer of the Week today. We have Lucky Bucket's Wide Eye Coffee Stout, which sounds delicious. Yes, but without. Oh, you were talking about your stuff. All right. Lucky Bucket. It's by Lucky Bucket Brewing Company in La Vista, Nebraska. It is an awesome brewery that I've gotten. One of the ones that I've gotten to actually visit. In the Omaha area. Beer of the day is whiskey. So funny story about Lucky Bucket. So Nebraska used to have pretty much a ban on spirits. Like you couldn't distill spirits in Nebraska because Nebraska is full of assholes, I guess, and so you couldn't actually distill it in Nebraska. You could brew beer though, and there was these couple of guys who had a recipe for vodka. I want to say vodka. I think that was the thing. Had a recipe for vodka, and they wanted to use it. But they couldn't distill it in Nebraska, so they opened up Lucky Bucket Brewing Company, and they started brewing beer. And then they actually helped with pushing legislation to overturn that law so that we could actually distill spirits in Nebraska. So it's thanks to them. It's actually only been recently, like within the last few years. I think it was like 2011, 2012 that law got changed. It's a very recent thing that you can actually brew spirits in Nebraska because reasons, right? So yeah. But they do beer. They have a really cool brewery. I visited once for a tour. It was kind of awesome. So if you're ever in Nebraska, specifically if you're ever in Omaha, highly suggest actually going to their brewery. It's a lot of fun. So for Beer of the Week, we have with a double shot of flavor from roasted barley and locally roasted coffee bean. This eye-opening brew makes for a pick-me-up you won't be able to put down. God, you guys just... These descriptions are lame sometimes. I really want... You're a little bit too flowery with your language sometimes. So let's see. Ooh, that smells like coffee. Ooh, that smells a lot... Ooh, that smells great. After last week's disappointment, that really does smell like a freshly, like, brewed pot of coffee. Oh, I'm liking... I haven't even tried it. I'm liking it. This is great. Oh, no, the taste... Well, okay. It smells better than it tastes. It smells better than it tastes. I'm not... It's a little too bitter. Just a little too bitter for... It always smells better. I think I said that about last week's too, that it smelled great, and then I tried and it was awful. I still have like 5 of them left. I think I tried to drink one. It was just not. Why should I go to Omaha to visit a brewer when there are approximately 50 and 25 kilometers circle around me? Yeah, but they suck. I don't know if they suck. It does need to be a cream stout. I think it does need it could use a little bit of creaminess. Would make this go a long way. Like, it's not awful. It's not a bad beer. I'm not gonna call it a bad beer. It's not as disappointing as last week's. Last week's beer was just terrible. Hey Terman, nice to see you, my friend. So it's not that bad. It's not like whatever the hell it was last week bad. But yeah, welcome to the show, Sean. This is you fucking talk about boobs and not putting things up your ass. That's like 90% of the show. Oh, goodness. Okay, on successive drinks, I'm getting more used to it, but it really, I guess the problem is it tastes like coffee that you left out all day and forgot to drink. It tastes like that. And it's cold. So it doesn't quite, like, one of the nice things about coffee is that it's nice and warm and it warms you right up, but this is just kind of just cold and bitter. And as a friend of mine tells me, that you know, I have enough bitterness in my life. I shouldn't be drinking bitter things. I actually don't have that much bitterness. That's a bit of a that's a bit of an exaggeration. It's not bad. It's not bad. I'm already drank like a third of it because I'm getting more used to it. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. All right. Drink wheat every day. If I will keep an eye out. I really will keep an eye out for better whatever beers. A beer that's cold and bitter. It's called my wife. Oh no. Oh no, Tim. Oh my goodness. So yes, I'm gonna try to keep an eye out for better German beers. That last one was not good, Gio. I am sorry. It was just not. It was all right, but it was just not good. The whatever the Amber Marson, whatever it's called, wasn't that good. So, hey, Deep State Raccoon, how's it going? Just watched a quickie with Canada's answer to Sarah Palin. She hurts my brain. Yes. We have Orphan Red today. We have Orphan Red. It's... Oh my goodness. I really gotta remember to not put out videos, like, right before I stream, because I get all the notifications. And then you all just give more notifications. Marson beer. Oh, okay. I don't know how to pronounce the A with the dots on it. I don't know. So, we have an option. And I think one is less painful than the other. But for today's video, we do have an option. Our options are, we can watch Orphan Red's video. It doesn't get any better than what I showed. It really just gets worse. Okay? It just gets worse. I cut out, to be completely honest, I cut out the most coherent and best parts of her video. I cut those out, and those were the ones that, yeah, sorry, Factard. Oh, Nightbot, you're such a dick. She's faking? I'm told that she is. So I'll talk about that in a second. So, okay, so we have Orphan Red. We can do Orphan Red. Or we could do the Morgile. I have Morgile just like a week ago. Had a video called 2018 Flat Earth, or Flat Earth 2018, which looks like, from what little I saw, it's a 10-minute intro with like all the usual silly proofs, and I say that with air quotes you can't see, that you know usually come up. So those are two options. I should probably start a poll for that instead of just trying to read things. So let me get that together, or let me get a poll together. But so you know, pick your poison, I suppose. It's gonna be bad almost regardless of what we do. And you know, it's gonna be painful. I did see a new face. Oh, not a new face. Hey, the TSA 57. How's it going? Oh, is she faking? So, I've heard. So I had a conversation with Marty Leeds like a year ago or whatever, and he's actually met Orphan Red in person, and according to him, she doesn't actually act like a dumb bimbo in person, which doesn't surprise me. Like I can't imagine that someone is really that, you know, like I can't. It does seem like an act, right? Like the dumb bimbo nose does seem like an act. So invalid parameter. What do you mean invalid parameter? Oh, I don't know how to type, guys. I don't know how to type. I'm sorry. I can't type. So I'm not surprised that a lot of that is just an act, and it's not actually a you know, she's not actually that dumb. I think a lot of it, if you've ever spent any amount of time on her channel, which if you haven't, good for you. You're not missing out on much. Play the Orphan Red video muted and pipe the sound from the Morgile. I could potentially do that. Oh my goodness. What is wrong with you, Nightbot? You are useless. Why? Why are you being useless to me today? I don't know. Oh, Bluigi did it. Oh, Bluigi, that wasn't me. Okay. Are you making my thing, Nightbot? Like, are you not? You're just gonna ignore me? Fucking listen to Bluigi, but won't listen to me? Is that how this is going to go today? Just you know, whatever. I'm your fucking owner. Just not going to. Okay. So. Oh my goodness. Invalid. You know what? I give up. I give up. I give up on trying to make a goddamn post. It's just one of something needs to happen here. Yeah, Nightbot is useless. I am useless at making Nightbot do the things I want it to. But okay, so I have votes. I have votes for everybody. That's the problem. Is there too many of you, and I don't have a way to track you. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. Even number, we are gonna do Orphan Red. Odd number, we will do the Morgile. How about that? We'll just do that because, you know, I'm tired of Nightbot now. I'm just tired of Nightbot. So I could do something simple and, you know, actually do like regular numbers. So we have 2 odd numbers, so we have 2 Morgiles. I said odd numbers. So we have 2 odd numbers. We have 1 even number. And I just got deleted. What? Oh my goodness. Nightbot, you are such a dick. Stop being a dick, Nightbot. That's 4 odd numbers. 5 odd numbers. So we got 6 odd numbers? We have 6 odd numbers. Okay. So Morgile seems to be winning, which I don't blame any of you, honestly. I really don't. I don't blame any of you for wanting to do the Morgile. My suggestion for the win. I know. So we got a lot of odd numbers. All right. So Morgile seems to be the winner today, which is fine. Which I'm actually happy about. I really had absolutely like no interest in talking more about Orphan Red. You do not understand the absolute, like, how much I have to do to make a video, and how much of like how much I have to sit there and rewatch the same video over and over again for you all, for your entertainment. I have to do a lot, and sometimes it's just a little bit too much, and I can't handle it. All right, so we got the Morgile, who will have a like 20-minute intro because that's how he rolls. So, yeah, speed of light. That one I can actually look up though. The speed of light. I don't know what E is off the top of my head. I did like whoever did pi. Oh, that was also Bluigi. Do what she does before she makes a vid. Drink 4 glasses of wine. I know. Well, I mean, it is more or less what I do. Speaking of wine, one of these days, and I know you all got pissed at me last time for suggesting this, but my wife suggested it again, so it might happen, is one of these days, beer of the week is going to be a wine. It's just, it is. I have like a billion bottles of wine, and I have like 4. I have like 4 bottles of wine, and I should do something with them instead of just letting them sit in my shelves. So I might do a wine of the week one of these days. I don't know. So just a warning. All right, so we got the Morgile, who's going to tell us. I don't know what he's going to tell us. I'm terrified of watching this. Hey Nim, good to see you. I don't want to watch this. I honestly I shouldn't have done the flat Earth thing. All right, here we go. Oh, did I click on the right? Oh yes, here we go. I know FDA stuff or FBI stuff because. Okay, I want to actually time how long this intro is, and by time I mean just keep an eye on it. I hope that's not too loud for you all. It's kind of loud for me. It's kind of really loud for me. Jesus fuck. I'll bounce and giggle if it helps you get rid of or bounce and giggle. Oh, bounce / giggle. Wine of the year is Riley. Wine of the year is Riley.
What's up, everyone?
Oh my goodness, that is the shortest intro he's ever done. 35 seconds. Not bad. Not bad. Oh, that's what Orphan Red does. Yeah, I mean, okay. I think I've talked about this before when we talked about Orphan Blue. I got absolutely no problem. That was a really bitter. That was a very bitter drink that I took there. I have absolutely no problem with Orphan Red doing what she does, which is that she is a rather attractive lady with rather good, nice boobs, right? And that's okay. And if she wants to do that to, if she wants to use that to gain a following on YouTube, that's fine. Like, I'm not gonna give her a hard time. And I think, and I actually agree with you, Bluigi. I do think that the stupid part, like, entirely negates the actually attractive part, right? Woman has a butterface. Oh man, shots fired. So okay, if she's not your type, she's not your type, right? But I'm not gonna give her a hard time for using her God-given assets, to make videos and to, you know, promote her. And I mostly say that because a lot of other flat earthers really give her a hard time, and I think it shows you how fucking close-minded and asshole-ish this, you know, they can be, to give someone a hard time about their channel, not based on their ideas and not based on, like, but entirely based on her looks. Like, you know, it's dumb to give her a hard time for her looks. If you are like Bluigi and like myself, honestly, and you find her attitude and her stupid is very much a turnoff for you, I do not blame you. Like, at all. I find her extremely annoying. I find her voice annoying. I find her video style making annoying with her high-pitched giggliness. Granted, I giggle, but at least I'm not high-pitched. I find all of that extremely annoying, as far as actually trying to listen to her. And really, honestly, one of the hardest parts about making video responses to her is having to listen to her all the time. Like, I have, like, to make a video, in case you don't know what it takes to make a YouTube video, a YouTube response video, I watch the same video from a person somewhere around 5 to 10 times. And that her voice gets grating after, like, the second time. But I watch it over and over again to make sure I don't miss things. So, ooh, see, Wooden Toad. That might be kind of hot. Like, so, and there's, you know, if you don't like high-pitched voices, I understand that. I think it's this, Orphan Red has this perfect storm of not just being high-pitched, but being high-pitched about really stupid shit, right? Like, and honestly, being kind of pretentious at the same time. Like, a lot of her, if you watch her video, she's got this whole thing about scientism. I'm starting to clap while I talk, guys. About scientism. She's got this whole thing about that. And she's pretentious. She's got these these stupid way of editing videos and the high-pitched voice and just the stupid ideas, and it all combines to, it's too early for me to be clapping. Hashtag hand fapping. I'm doing it again. No, Gio. This. Oh my goodness. This channel is gonna ruin my career. Oh my goodness. Oh, this thing is gonna ruin my career. Whatever. So yes, but stuff and things, but don't. So I guess my whole point is, don't give her a hard time by trying to win people over by her looks. Give her a hard time for having really, really stupid ideas. That's the thing that you should give her a hard time with, not her looks. Her looks, leave her looks out of it. Doesn't matter. But her ideas are stupid, so you know, call her stupid for her stupid ideas. That's fine. All right, so that's it. Hey, Sean Curran, Microbloganism showed up. How you doing? How's the derailment going? Well, if you can see Gio's last comment, that's how we're doing. I really gotta do something with all these great quote mines. She's got the whole thing. Oh my goodness. Oh goodness. I'm telling you, I can never ever ever run for office after this YouTube channel, I'm just done. I'm just done running for office or any kind of public. I will never get elected for anything. I can't. God damn it, Nightbot! Why are you here now? And you weren't here when I needed you. You were just the worst, Nightbot. You are the worst, Nightbot. I don't like you. I will have to come up with a special command for killing Nightbot. Maybe I can mute Nightbot for like 20 seconds or something. Why would I want to run for office, Sean Carroll? I don't. So I need to put out and bounce and giggle primer on physics. So here's the thing. Okay. And here's one of the reasons. Okay, we're gonna go back to everything, right? Hey, APM Engine, nice to see you. Bob, I don't think I said hi to you either. Good to see you. This is why I go back to this, because, right, like, there are legitimate, there are some women on the YouTubes who, I don't think you can say that they necessarily use their looks. Like, the reason that they are popular is not necessarily just their looks. I think it helps, but their looks help. But they also bring out, like, really excellent content, and they're really smart women. People like, what's her name? The Physics Girl. Physics Girl has some great videos. Some really cool physics stuff. Like, just absolutely awesome physics stuff. And she's a pretty lady, and it helps, right? Like, it really, like, I'm not gonna pretend like looks don't matter, right? Rachel Oates is another one that's got, like, great sciencey video things, and her looks help out, and that's okay. So, I guess maybe, like, use your good looks for, you know, for the light side, not the dark side. You know, don't go over to the dark side and become fucking, you know, Orphan Red. What's her name? Patricia Steer kind of does the same thing. Just, you know, don't do that. Don't forget Sir Purcell as well. You know, yes, you're right. You know, there are a lot of, Sir Purcell is one of them, and she's not here. But yeah, you know, you have all these very attractive ladies who do great videos on sciencey things. Very smart, very articulate, very, just great topics that they talk about, and excellent content. And, you know, so that's why, you know, I want to say looks don't matter, but I also understand that we're the human beings who are shallow and superficial and all that nonsense. Movie Vertigo. Hi, nice to see you. I don't think I've ever seen you here. I didn't realize you were subscribed to me, Movie Vertigo. Thanks for showing up. If I remember right, and I might be off, I am gonna plug Movie Vertigo, and he's in the chat right now, and I will try to maybe put his channel on here if it's the right one. I am so sorry, Factard. You know what? It's fucking Nightbot. Fucking Nightbot. I thought I fixed all that, but apparently I didn't. I don't know how to control this guy anymore. But I think if okay, so I was talking and then I got distracted, like I always do. Yes, it is Movie Vertigo. Okay, so if you guys are watching live or later on, go check out Movie Vertigo. Go check him out. He's got some really great time lapses and some really great videos. His 360-degree videos are awesome. Just really cool footage of just stars, trails, and just awesome stuff. So go check him out if you're here. And I just saw that you hit 606 subscribers, so congratulations. That is awesome. You really do have some excellent content. I do love your channel. So, you know, go right now. Go subscribe to Movie Vertigo. Again, great content. Just awesome stuff. Somebody introduced me to your channel. I don't remember who, and I loved it. So, go do that. Start the oven mitt warnings. I should do a lot of things. Side 2 Lover 16. That is an odd name. I should. I bought a brand new oven mitt last week, so I'm all prepared. Okay. If we keep distracting R&D, he will never get to the video. It's true. We have gotten a whole 34 seconds in, and it was all just intro. We are doing great today, guys. Put a link to his channel in the video. I'm talking with my hands again. I need I need Post-its so that I can remember to do all the things and stuff. I will try to remember to put a link in the comments section to Movie Vertigo as well. Thank you for letting me know. Jack Skull 3 boy. Hi. Yo. How's it going? Thanks for showing up. All right, so I guess we should actually move on to the thing that we're here for. The thing. Oh my goodness, I don't want to. That's the problem with doing Flat Earth videos is I don't necessarily want to watch them. But we'll do it anyway.
Thank you for joining me for yet another Flat Earth video.
I don't know.
Since this will be my first FE presentation in 2018, I'll just do a brief overview of several proofs and arguments which completely decimate the conventional mainstream.
So the thing about I do read the chat. I am that is why these videos are long and rambly. That is the only reason that these videos are these just long rambles, is because the chat distracts me. It is their job to distract me. But yes, I do pay attention to the chat. So the thing, if you've watched a Morgile video, you have watched all the Morgile videos. Just all of them. They are all exactly the same. They are all exactly the same proofs over and over and over again. It is actually how we keep from having to talk about flat Earth nonsense all the time. Is we prefer to distract me and talk about boobs and stuff, which is far more interesting. And giggling with boobs, which are far more interesting topics than flat Earth. So, you hang around. We will talk about that. Oh, thank you, Jack Skull. That is very kind of you. I appreciate it. Things and stuff. Yes. See, I already got derailed. If you watch the Morgile video, you watch all the Morgile videos ever. They're all the same. They're all the exact same proof. They're he doesn't change them from video to video. I think I've done one of my earliest videos was on the Morgile, and I had planned on doing other videos on the Morgile, but then I realized that they're all the same. So I stopped. I wasn't about to, because I have other things to do with my life than watch the same video over and over again, says the guy who is doing videos on Eric Dubay. But at least he's only got one really long video as opposed to like 5 really long. No, he's got more than 5. He's got like 50 really long videos all on the exact same thing. Flat Earth videos should come with a mental health warning. I am pretty sure that if you all had picked Orphan Red, I would have ended up at the end of this stream with brain cancer. No joke. No joke. I would have. It's awful. It's the worst. I don't want to. Gotta go ref a hockey game. Well, thank you, Factar, for stopping by. I appreciate it anyway. Have a good hockey game. I do kind of like hockey. At least I like the hockey ladies who scrape the ice. That's always fun to watch. I don't know much about the rest of the sport, to be honest with you. I know you get to punch each other. Like, that's a thing that you're allowed to do in hockey. For some reason, you're allowed to punch each other. Okay. I mean, I guess I got nothing against that. It just seems like a weird rule choice. I don't know why. Hey, Poseidon63, how's it going? Thanks for joining us. I read your comment and then I never said hi to you. It begs the questions. Why do people like the Morgile insist on repeating the same old tripe? They need a new line, several, actually. Yeah, it's not as much as they used to. Oh, they don't punch each other? Yeah. Yeah. The Morgile is actually one of the, I mean, a lot of the new a lot of the flat earthers have started coming up with new shit. Excuse me, that was rude. A lot of one of the reasons that I keep doing flat earth stuff is because no matter how like I feel like I hit the bottom of the barrel like every other week, right? Like I gotten to the thing that is the dumbest thing I've heard from a flat earther yet. and then the next week they manage to dig deeper and get lower, right? So a lot of them manage to do that, which is rather impressive, in its own right? Like, way to, be number one. It's stupid. But so I'm always kind of surprised at people like the Morgile who do just repeat the same thing over and over again. People like Jism have learned to just say stupid things and just let it, just whatever stupid shit comes out of their mouth, just say it. And they've learned that their patrons and their subscribers will just let it be anyway. But for whatever reason, the Morgile doesn't seem to have learned that lesson either. The Morgile, I said before, I don't think, unlike Jism, I don't think he's a con artist. I think I genuinely think the Morgile believes the stuff, which I also think kind of adds to why he doesn't just say stupid things. I think he, for lack of a better word, he does his research, and with a lot of quotes on that one, a lot of air quotes. So he does do his research, and so he doesn't just say stupid shit. I mean, he still does, right? Like, it's not like he doesn't say stupid shit, but he doesn't just say crazy outlandish shit just to make a video, to get views, to get money. I'm sorry. God damn it, Nightbot. You were such a dick. Stop being a dick to everybody. Why? Why are you being a dick to everybody? You're just such a jerk. So yeah, he's he's a little bit, if nothing else, a little bit more honest. I feel like it's fine. Movie Vertigo, it's not your fault. It's Nightbot. Nightbot's a dick. All right, he's just a dick. He's a dick. I did. Apparently not. I have to fix all the things. Hey, it's Mango. How's it going, Mango? Thanks for showing up, Mango. Hey, R&D, I've been sub for a long time, but I never heard where you're from. Where am I from? I am from Omaha, Nebraska, the middle of the country, because why not? It is snowy and cold and kind of awful a lot of the times here, but there's a lot of breweries and stuff, so that keeps me happy. Actually, it's not where I'm from. That's where I live now. I'm actually from, I'm from California. That's where I grew up, is California, and I will often go visit. But for now, I live in Nebraska. So yeah, Nightbot is here. And that's where we're at. I forgot. I was talking about a thing and then got derailed. So let's listen to more of the Morgile, because that'll make life better.
Globular paradigm, quite literally. At this point in time, the majority of the world is still completely unaware of the astonishing and seemingly outlandish fact that the Earth itself is not a spinning ball.
No. It's not that the majority of the world is not aware. It's that the majority of the world isn't as stupid as you are. Oh, that was mean. Nebraska is the only triply landlocked U.S. state. It's an awful state. A lot of breweries here, poofed. You don't know what a lot of breweries actually means. That's probably true. That's probably true. Yeah, Nebraska, especially Omaha. Omaha is hilarious, and it makes me laugh. Like every time that I go. So I don't actually live in Omaha proper. I live in one of the suburbs. And every time I go into Omaha, it surprises me, because you drive. I spend a lot of time in the suburbs, out in the cornfields and whatnots. Because, that's the only thing around me is cornfields. And I spend a lot of time out in the cornfields. And then I drive into the city, and I forget that there's an actual city here. We have tall buildings and stuff. And there's this pocket of civilization in the middle of Nebraska. And if you drive from Omaha in any direction for 45 minutes, you will find absolutely nothing. At all. It's empty, barren, just nothing, right? There's just... Yeah, no, it is just the one city. There's nothing. I've driven through Nebraska. I've driven through Iowa, which is... I'm right on the border of Iowa and Nebraska. There is nothing around for hours and hours, hundreds of miles of absolutely nothing but cornfields. and that is Nebraska. And then there's just like one pocket of civilization that is Omaha. I am told that Lincoln, the capital, is also civilized, but they have the Cornhuskers, so I don't know how civilized they are. That's yeah. They watch sports, so you know, civilized might be a bit of a strong word for them. But Omaha is yeah, it's a random city. It's a legit a city. A small city that feels kind of weird for a city. Like, it's not a city like New York or Chicago or LA. It feels like a town. It feels like a small town, but it's actually a city, and it's kind of odd in that way, which makes it kind of fun. But there are breweries. There's lots to do. How big is Omaha? That is a question that I think Wikipedia or hey, let's see. Are you okay? Let's see. Hey Siri, what is the population of Omaha, Nebraska?
In 2010, the population of Omaha was 408,958.
So just shy of 500,000, is the population of Omaha. Yeah. So it's should I ask? Is that what you're asking? I should ask Siri. Yeah. So it's not. It's yeah. Like everyone lives in Omaha. No one lives anywhere else. I've seen like gas stations and people running them, so I assume they live somewhere. But that's like the most civilization I've seen. There really is literally nothing. I can't emphasize how much of nothing there is in Omaha. It probably is. Like it's like I said, it's a small city. And I've been to larger cities, and it feels nothing like a large city. So corn tastes horrible. I don't know if I like corn. I mean, you know, as much as anybody can count, eat corn. Omaha is a city so good the Counting Crows made a song about it. Did they really? I didn't know that. That's kind of cool, I guess. Yeah, Omaha itself isn't a bad place. Nebraska is questionable. Omaha itself, I don't mind. When I ask Cortana about Siri, she says, "Are you serious?" Okay, we're gonna have to ask. Okay. Hey Siri, do you know Cortana?
I don't have an answer for that.
Oh, mine is less punny than yours. So, you know. Oh, Critical Unity, thank you for joining us. I saw a comment of yours earlier, and then it got lost. I'm sorry. Adrian Spinell? Thanks for, yeah, I read your comment. I never said hi because I'm a jerk. You know the fact that the Flat Earth PSYOP is making people like this live stream smear conspiracy research and activists. Oh, are you one of the? Wow, are you legit? Are you legit gonna be like? Are you here to like actually counter me, or are you trolling? Because I haven't read your comments yet. I don't usually get flat earthers to show up, so it'd actually be exciting if I did, because they tend to be too scared of me. If the Counting Crows were that creative. Oh no, poor Counting Crows. Yeah. If you ever want songs about cities, find Sufjan Stevens, which is a very dumb name, but find Sufjan Stevens. He's got great songs about Illinois and Montana. One or the other. The Illinois one is pretty good. So if you want to listen to songs about things. Oh, I'm not a flat earther. I'm saying the few shit is to make legitimate conspiracy proof look stupid. Oh, okay. I see. Legitimate conspiracy. Oh, okay. Michigan represent. Oh, Michigan. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Adrian. That's all I can say for you. Yeah, I don't. Yeah. God. Okay. Legitimate conspiracy sounds like an oxymoron. No, you can typo away. It's okay. It's okay to typo. Like, okay, so I'm not gonna pretend like there aren't or there haven't been conspiracies, right? Like, and I don't mean like fucking reptilians and shit, right? But like, you know, Watergate was a thing, right? There have been conspiracies that have existed. I'm not gonna pretend like there haven't been, right? Like there have been conspiracies, but and this is a number that's entirely pulled out of my ass, but like 99% of conspiracies are bullshit. Well, I wouldn't say every scandal ending in gate. We fucking had like Gamergate and shit, like fucking gate stuff. I don't even want to. But it's not like conspiracies don't exist, right? Like they have happened. It's just that I don't think they happen anywhere near as commonly as people think they do. Especially the big ones. I think the big ones like chemtrails and fucking CERN is changing dimensions stuff. They're so what's space hoaxing stuff like there's so much there's so much that would need to go into those that I sincerely doubt that they would have Pizzagate. Oh god, let's not talk about Pizzagate. Oh god, yeah, there's so many goddamn a lot of those. You want to get more of the video? I know. So yeah, there's stuff. Check out my channel. Chemtrails are admitted. CERN and Mandela effect, a psyop like flat Earth. All right. If I check out your channel, chances are I'll probably make a video of it. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm like completely honest. Thank you for showing up to actually be in the chat. You are a much braver individual than most people that I usually make videos about and stuff. But thank you for being here. But I will probably make videos about that because I don't know. I know there's no. I'm a skeptic. So far I have found no real reason to believe in things like chemtrails. Water is a very dangerous chemical. Hydrogen does burn really, really well, and I mean, that's there's a lot of hydrogen in water. Oh my goodness. So, it does kill. It does kill. I am sure that I can find out the statistics of how many people die of hydrogen monoxide. I can talk. So, thank you for stopping by. I will try to remember to check out your channel. No guarantees, but I will try. If you stick around and deal with my chat, good on you. You are a much braver soul than a lot of people. Because most people don't usually like to hang around and talk to people who disagree with them. So, good on you. Oh, your video starts off right away. You have a trailer. But I do have your video open in another tab or your thing. And I will try to watch it later. I promise. No, I don't. I don't promise. Steve Sayers, thanks for showing up. And fuck you. How's it going, man? Haven't seen you today. Well, up until now. So thank you. So let's see. We will try to watch just a little bit more of the Morgile before we have our mid-show break. So let's see what we can do.
However, and the concept of infinite space is a theory which is exactly as real as Leprechaun's pot of gold at the end of the rainbow.
Yes, definitely. Just as real. Critical Unity. If you really want to talk to somebody about your stuff, you should actually get into contact with GeoStreber. He is one of the mods in the channel. He is a chemist, so he probably has a much better understanding of chemtrails than I ever would. And he's also really good at he's actually very good at talking to people probably better than I am. I'm a bit of an asshole. So if you're still here, I would try to get into contact with GeoStreber about that, and he will probably, and I'm gonna just say it for him, he will probably invite you on his channel to talk about stuff. And he's a chemist, so he's very knowledgeable in the area. NA, welcome. Morgile's voice is like nails on a chalkboard. Yeah, it is a little bit. You already challenged him. Good. Yes, we have the Morgile here. The Morgile does this funny thing where he thankfully in a slightly less annoying way than Orphan Red does. He does do that thing where he uses words that he doesn't honestly understand, and it's hilarious. So, well, it's good to see you're still here, Critical Unity. But yes, talk to what's his face? I forgot your name, Gio. I'm sorry. Talk to Gio. You can also send me a message. I am always open to talking to people. You can send me a private message if you like. There's no promises on my end though, because I do other things. Soundly's channel is down. That is a lie. That's a dirty, dirty lie. I refuse to believe that Soundly went down. He might have though. He might have. I will check as soon as my computer decides not to poop itself. Soundly, where's your channel, buddy? I don't want it to go away. No, his channel's up. I see it. So I have no idea. I see it. Yeah, I know, Gio. Okay, we will. Like I said, we're gonna watch a little bit more because that's what we're doing.
At first glance, this all seems quite absurd to any so-called well-educated person.
Truer words have never been spoken by a flat earther. This does seem absurd to a well-educated person. Way to go, the Morgile. You said a correct sentence.
This autonomic response is no accident, as the Federal Indoctrination Centers, also known as public education or mandated curriculum.
No. Go back. Say that sentence again. That sentence is hilarious. Say it.
Also known as
No. Say it. That sentence is too funny. I want to hear it again.
This is no accident, as the Federal Indoctrination Centers, also known as public education or mandated curriculum.
Oh, that is the best. Oh my goodness, that is the best. Oh, federally mandated indoctrination centers, also known as public education. Oh, I love you, Morgile. You make me laugh. Oh, I'm gonna talk with my hands now because I can. Oh my goodness. Morgile, really? Let's bring you to the reptilian overlords for re-education. Oh my goodness. Oh, I love it. I do love this. Oh, fuck you, Nightbot. Fuck you. You're mean. Stop it. Oh God. I don't. It actually. You know what? October. You are correct. It is actually. You know what? Now that you pointed out, is actually very. It is actually very sad. Now that I think about it, how much these fucking idiots who. I'm getting angry, but that's okay. People like the Morgile, who got themselves a free education, maybe not the best education in the world, but a free education with potentially a free school ride, bus ride to his school, free transportation to a nicely kept up building with resources, with education, educators who were properly trained. He got all of this shit for free to learn and become a better person. When there are people in the world who go to school or try to go to school and then end up being shot in the face because they're not allowed to be, or who have to travel an insurmountable, not insurmountable, this huge amount of miles to get to their goddamn schools, to get, schooling from a volunteer from another country to maybe help them learn a few things. Fucking entitled assholes is what they are. Fucking entitled assholes who, just because they had a globe in their goddamn classroom, the very system that they were in is now some horrible indoctrination system because it doesn't match up with their religion. Entitled, ungrateful fucking assholes is what they are. Alright. That is my first rant. I talked with my hand a lot. I'm sorry. The Morgile probably spent most of his time at school laughing at his own farts. Probably. That is probably true, Sentenzia. Thanks for joining us, by the way. IG. You didn't hear. 5th grade is when I lost it. Come back. Indoctrination starts. Have you had to escape by then, or the Earth gets all round? Yes. It's goddamn it. Like you get like I understand that American education isn't the best education, but it's also just it's not the worst. It's not the worst education in the world. I wish it was better. But just because they teach you that the Earth is a globe, like science says it is, doesn't make them indoctrination centers. It just doesn't. All right, so we are at that point where I need to go use the restroom, and no, wait. Did I hit the things? No, you stop. I don't actually want you recording this. We are gonna switch. And then music's going. Stop music. Okay. I'm gonna do that thing where I go get a beer and take a quick break. I will be back. Enjoy some fun fan art by peoples and stuff while I am gone, and some lovely music. I will be back in a little bit. All right, and we are back. And not quite set up right, because I messed up somewhere. Somewhere did something. Nope, that's not what I wanted at all. How is everyone doing? I am super professional and, like, not at all prepared to be back. I did get a beer and use the restroom, so I got 2 things done. Yay me, right? Let's see. We're gonna try to... Oh, goodness. We're gonna try to get this done in not stupid ways. I promise we will go to that. All right, we got the right one. Bam, we got the geo overlay going on today. Let's switch. There we go. There we go. We got things done. Oh my goodness, don't do that. So, what did we say? Looks like Critical just chickened out on hanging out with Geo or me or both. Probably both. Hey, hello. Thanks for joining us. Working hard on longer and oh god, and harder or hardly working on longer and harder. Oh, am I right? Yeah, that's more right. How it works. Best layout ever. Are we gonna get a layout for what's the next holiday? St. Patrick's Day. We're gonna get a St. Patrick's Day layout. That'd be cool. So we are back. We're gonna listen. Hi, Hobbs. How you doing? Are you gonna sit? Don't sit on my keyboard. That's all I ask, is you don't sit on the keyboard. Because I'm pretty sure it'll mess up the stream for everybody. You gotta actually sit down, my friend. You can't... No, you can't just look at me. You gotta sit down. Yeah, so now the stream is gonna get interrupted by the cat, who is being incredibly indecisive on whether he wants to sit on me or the keyboard. And is blocking my mouse. Because we are super professionals and... You know, have everything, like, ready to go. Ready to go. Oh, God, I can't talk. Kill Nightbot, Hobbs. Kill Nightbot. Okay, so we are going to just watch the video, and while Hobbs decides what he wants to actually do with his life here.
Amount to an extremely powerful mind control campaign.
God damn it. No! Maybe! Just maybe. Morgile, you're wrong. Right? Like, just maybe... The whole fucking world isn't conspiring against you, Morgile. Maybe it's just that you're wrong. Like, have you maybe thought about that? That all of the world's government isn't conspiring against you, and you're just not right. Just maybe as a possibility.
Could have leapt from the pages of Aldous Huxley's A Brave New World.
What? What? Out of Huxley's Brave New World. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. No. You know what? I haven't actually read Huxley's Brave New World in a long time, so I don't remember. But hi. Oh, buddy, those are my balls. You gotta not. Okay, fine. You have tiny feet and you are fat. You can't sit like that. Oh, god damn it, Morgile. Sorry, I'm getting... I get distracted by both chat, my cat, and my beer. This is just like a terrible combination of all the things going wrong at the exact same time. Or right, whichever way you want to look at it. Alright, I haven't read Huxley's Brave New World in a while, but... So this is... God damn it. Yep, that's me. That's the show. That's the show. It's yeah, balls and yep. When I ask my dog the shape of the earth, she brings me her ball. Oh, I love it. All right, well, thank you, Jack Skull, for showing up. I appreciate it. Next video should hopefully be on ODD TV, on glitching in the ISS or whatever, which is the video that I talked about last week. It should hopefully be on that. I think I'm gonna take a quick break on Eric Dubé so that I can do that video, because I just after actually listening to like 5 minutes of it, less than 5 minutes of it, I kind of I felt the need, just a compulsion to do something about it. So, but thank you. That was a very long-winded way of me saying thank you for showing up. Why not do the laser test? You don't even have to do any work. They debunk themselves. They do. You did not miss too much, Maye. I do love their laser test. Dr. Zach's laser test is one of my favorite videos ever. I don't know how he did that test and cock it up so badly and not understand that his test actually proved him wrong. Whoa, that's why cats attack lasers, so they hadn't hide the evidence? Probably. It's, laser tests. There's so many. My favorite is honestly the experiments that are done by flat earthers that demonstrate that the Earth is a globe. It's my favorite. Jism's high altitude balloon footage. It demonstrates that it's very clearly demonstrates that the Earth is not flat. Dr. Zach's laser test did the exact same thing. I am pretty sure there's lots of other tests that do the same thing. So they are very good at debunking themselves. All right. Should we listen? We should listen to a little bit more of this. Why we are all just indoctrinatedly brainwashed.
We're all conditioned to consider anyone questioning the notion of a spherical world twirling and orbiting through theoretical infinite vacuum of space must be uneducated or somehow mentally impaired.
No, it's not. It's not just. Okay, partly it is because you're a flat earther, right? Partly it is because you believe in the flat Earth. But that's not all of it. It's not just that you believe that the Earth is flat. That's not the only reason that people think you're stupid. It's because the answers to the questions that you're asking, the answers to everything is readily available to you. And one, you are either too stupid to figure it out, or two, you are unwilling to figure it out. Those are the only two people. Effie's a government psyop. You know what? If you can fucking find me the Morgile's paycheck, I'd buy into it. I don't. There's either the government is really fucking good at creating these characters that act extremely human-like. Like, whoever writes their scripts is really good. Because flat earthers are, like, they are the most human people in the world. They are stupid, they bicker, they are extremely, they extremely attached to their identities of being flat earthers. Like, they act more like people than most, actors in a movie act. So, if it is a psyop, let's pretend this for a second that it's a psyop. Whoever writes their goddamn scripts is really fucking good at it. Like, they write some damn good dialogue for these guys, because I have never seen a more human group of people. They exhibit all the great traits of being human. We're so dumb. Also, I don't know what you would need to do to prove to me. Yeah, most human does equal the most dangerous. They really are overreactive. They are petty. God, have you? If you're so stupid to not realize Effie is a psyop to divide, discredit, and distract, from what? From what exactly? I'm talking with my hands again. From what exactly are we being discredit? Like I do this, right? Like, I do this whole flat earth nonsense stuff for funsies. I'm a tiny little channel, right? Like, I got like less than 2,000 subscribers. I'm a tiny little channel. It distracts me for a little bit, right? But in the grand scheme of things, do you really think that it's distracting enough people from what exactly we're distracting from? Like, I'm dying because that beer went down the wrong tube. Oh god. Like what exactly are they actually distracting? They're distracting us from NSA spying. No, no one. Well, everyone. Everything is distracting from NSA. NSA spying is actually like a thing that happens. But we don't care. Because we are stupid and lazy. Like fluoride in the water? Fluoride scientific studies. You, my friend, honestly, and because I don't want to get derailed. I like being derailed by fun things. I don't like being derailed by a one-way conversation where I yell at you and you type back at me, because I feel like that's extremely unfair. And I don't want to be an ass to you. I don't want to be such an ass that you have to defend yourself by typing while I get to sort of have the whole channel to or the voice and the big stage to yell at you or to say that you're wrong and whatnot. So because I don't want to do that, I would really like for you to send me a private message on the YouTubes, or even leave a comment in this video once the stream ends, or any one of my other videos. Leave me a comment, and I will set aside a longer and harder for you to come onto my channel, and you can tell me all about this stuff, and I will gladly sit and listen. And you're gonna have to tolerate my questions, but we can sit here and you can tell me about it. But I don't feel like it's fair for me to be sitting here in my sort of position of power and telling you off. I want you to have a fair opportunity to defend yourself. So please send me a message and we can hash this out that way. I think that would probably be a more appropriate way to do it. I don't think it's gonna be fair otherwise. So that's my invitation for you to come onto my channel. All right. Okay, that's you have your invitation to come onto my channel and talk about your stuff. So you do. All right. I'm still waiting for a single flat earther to explain to me where the sun goes at night without redefining how light works. I am still waiting for them to explain tides. I'm still explaining. Honestly, I'm still waiting for like, not the frogs. Turn the frogs gay. I can't. I'm not as good at it as like, fucking what's his face? Smiley. Smells Like E Minor has a great Alex Jones frogs turning the frogs gay voice. I'm not as good. Yeah, turn the freaking frogs gay. Not to mention libration. Libration is a good one. I've been avoiding talking about libration in my videos because I feel like it's way too complicated for me to demonstrate in my crappy editing software. But it's really cool. It really does show that the Earth can't, or at least, well, it shows that the moon can't be flat, like a lot of people do. So, a lot of people do. A lot of people say, "God damn it, speak the words correctly, R&D." So that's a thing. I get like a crap ton of notifications. You guys are busy on my channel. All right. Can we skip ahead? You can add me on Skype. Critical humanity. Oh, okay. A critical unity conspiracy, but you are delusional. I'm thinking if you think my info is I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be mean, but I am trying to read past all your typos. Don't go and look it up. It's not a meme. You fucking retard. All right, look, I'm trying to be nice to you, Critical Unity. I really am. I don't want to yell at you, right? So you still have my invitation to come onto my channel, and you can talk to all of my subs about the flat. We can talk about the flat Earth psyop, which I think I'd be the most interested in because I don't really know much about chemtrails. I'm not a chemist. I'm not. I'm not one of. Not familiar with it, so I would probably be a terrible person to talk to about that. But if you want to talk about the flat Earth psyop, I am much more familiar with flat Earth stuff than I am with anything else. So you are welcome to. I might add you on Skype. I'm trying not to use Skype too often. I will probably end up. I would prefer it if you sent me a message, because it's on Facebook or Twitter, because they last, like, I can see them after the stream. Right now, your name has already left. Like it's already left my chat. So, and I'm not gonna go back through all the chat to try to find it, because it's a lot of chat. So, that's where we're at. Send me a thing. We will talk. Send me a PM on Twitter or whatever. I don't remember what my thing is on Skype, but if I remember it, I will try. All right, so moving on. Do you care, people in the chat? Do you care if I skip ahead? Because I am already tired of the Morgile, and we have watched a minute and a half. Can we skip now? Please. Oh, Nightbot, stop being a dick. Okay, skip it is. Let's skip to the middle of it. Maybe the middle has something ahead. He is slow.
Laws of physics demand that the moon complete its journey through arc Y much more swiftly.
Wait. What did you say?
But it is claimed by science that the moon is traveling a consistent speed relative to the Earth at all times, and does not have the ability to accelerate or decelerate.
What? Who says that? Who told you that? Speaking of the moon libration. Who? Skip to skip to the flat Earth level. Yeah. Who told you? Who told you these things? It has to accelerate, and it has to, because it's all moving. Like, we have like a 3-body diagram, really, right? Because like the Earth is moving around the sun, and then the moon is moving around the Earth. It's moving around the sun. So, who told you these things? Like, nobody says that there is no change in acceleration. And we were just speaking about libration, and how, because of the fact that we are moving and around the sun, and the moon is trying to move around us, we actually see more of the moon than 50% than the 50% that we should see. We see more of it because there are points in our orbit where the moon hasn't quite rotated enough, and, like, who told you these things? God damn it. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do when there's things like this. Like, in my Eric Dubay video, the one that came out, whatever, 2 weeks ago, or a week ago, like, half the comments that I got on that video are all people like, why are you calling Eric Dubay's model stupid and wrong? Why are you being mean to him, and things like that. And it's one of those things that if you're going to try to debunk something, anything at all, if you're going to try to debunk something, debunk the things that are actually said, and not the things that you think are said. Not whatever crazy idea in your head that you think was said, but the things that are actually in the scientific literature, the things that are actually in, that match up with the models. Not whatever you think it is. Nobody, I'm sure there's, some third grader somewhere who doesn't understand elliptical orbits, who thinks that the moon doesn't accelerate. But the people who actually study this thing don't actually think this way, Morgile. They really don't. They have their models, and their models are elliptical. They have to be, by the very nature of the movement of the movement of these celestial bodies. So, oh god, it's just actually debunk the things that are said. That's all. Like, I feel like I'm not asking for that much. Hey, Elvin, nice to see you. What do you got to say? Elvin says a lot of things here. I would say they think this because of how objects work on Earth and not thinking space. Probably. I've noticed that a lot of flat earthers really do have they do have a lot of problems with three-dimensional space. Like they don't understand how three-dimensional space works. They struggle with it a lot. Like a lot. I don't know exactly why the Morgile thinks that the flat Earth. I don't know why the Morgile thinks that the moon model doesn't take into, you know, the moon orbit doesn't take into account the acceleration of the moon on an orbital, you know, on a whatchamacallit orbit, on an elliptical orbit, but it does, and you are kind of dumb for thinking it doesn't, Morgile. You just are. Like, north is up and south is down low. Yes, that's another one. I don't know why that's so goddamn hard to understand, that it's not, like... It is like that Eric Dubé video, where, for whatever reason, if you stay... You know, rivers have to change altitude and have to go uphill to... You know, to flow on the globe Earth, according to people like the Morgile, and it's just, God, there's so much confusion when it comes to that. All right, let's whatever.
At will. Now, we can all agree that objects traveling towards one another will have a higher difference in relative speed compared to objects racing against one another. A simple experiment anyone can do to prove this point is to simply drive down the highway. Assuming all the cars on the highway are doing 65 miles an hour, except your car, which is going...
They should believe in space. There's enough of it between their ears. Have to agree. That is a funny... Yeah, that is actually funny. Yeah, that was a good comment.
A 60, the cars on your side of the highway will apparently be passing your car at a speed of 5...
You don't believe in relativity. You don't believe in relative speeds. And I'm getting angry at you, Morgile, because this was a fucking contention in the one video that I had made about you. This was a fucking contention. Well, you brought up that stupid thing where if you're like, if the Earth was rotating, right, and you shot a cannon straight up, you would expect the cannonball to be left behind as the cannon would go forward. And I'm doing this with my hands as if you all can see it, right? So the cannonball would go up, and because the cannon's still moving, it would move ahead, and then the cannonball would fall, you know, behind the cannon, right? That is what you said in your goddamn video, Morgile. You don't understand what relative speeds are. You don't understand frames of reference. You don't understand relativity. You don't understand any of this nonsense, so don't pretend like you do now. You didn't then. I sincerely doubt you do now. Yeah. I can drive at 80 miles an hour in Nebraska because I can. I don't know how fast that is in colonist speed limits. Conservation of momentum. I know the first law of Newton's first law seems to be entirely lost on flat earthers. I don't know. Family needs you. Well, thank you, Wooden Toad. Thank you for joining us. If you ever feel like being giggly and bouncy, let me know. We will record a video. I often drive faster than my age, and I recently hit the double nickel club, but unlike these flat tires, I've never driven faster than my IQ. That is an awesome comment. I think that might win the comment of the week. That was pretty great. I went 100 miles an hour once when I was 19. Never again. I've done 100 miles an hour on my motorcycle. It is a crap ton of fun and terrifying as all hell. I don't know if I'll ever do that again. It was terrifying. On a motorcycle, it's scary as all hell. I do want to try it on a track someday. I think my bike can go at I think its top speed is 150, and I would love to do it, but it's also scary because the concrete is 2 inches from your feet. And I don't want the concrete to get any closer than that. Oh, yeah. I did 1,000 miles an hour on acid. Well, if one is to take flat earthers on their measurements on how we measure rotation, because apparently we measure rotation by miles an hour and not by rotations per minute or rotations per hours. You know, go to the fucking equator and then you'll travel at 1,000 miles an hour, right? Because that's how we measure rotation. The big thing, they don't think gravity doesn't exist because we don't know the mechanism. Honestly, we see the effects, so why assume the cause is different? It's true. That was the thing. 146 miles per hour is your top speed. Oh, that's pretty good. Did you get a speeding ticket for that, or several speeding tickets for that, Mister? I get a speeding ticket every other week by the hidden camera that is always placed in the exact same spot, and I forget that it's there and drive at the exact over the speed limit every time. That was a really long way of insulting you. I was on the free part of the highway. Okay. Yeah, so that was a lot of the big point of today's video was Orphan Red just not understanding that just because you don't understand how a thing works, that doesn't make the effects that we see of it not real. And I know that I brought up the LIGO, the advanced LIGO detector, which is really cool. I found it was actually one of the things I got to thank Orphan Red for is I got to learn more about the LIGO detector, and it's actually really good. Okay. It's actually really cool. So apparently they had these lasers pointing at different directions, and they measure the how fast the laser gets from point A to point B. And the way that they measured the gravitational wave is they noticed that one of the lasers took longer to get to its spot than it should have, which means that the space between where the laser started and where the laser detector is actually got stretched, which is really cool. Like, that is awesome shit, right? Like, fucking space got bent and it got longer, so it took the laser longer to get there. That's so awesome. That kind of shit is awesome. So thank you, Orphan Red, for letting me learn about really cool shit, because that was a really cool. I never realized how the LIGO detector actually did its thing, and now that I do, it's really fucking cool. They get false readings all the time by truck driving past it, yeah. But they can still use science and other locations to confirm real G-waves. It's true. It's Oh no, hello. I am done. Oh no. Oh, that's too much. Hi Richard, how's it going? Oh, I'm sorry. That was good. That was good. Hello. That was good. Oh yeah, I gotta copy these down and tweet them or something, because they're fucking hilarious. You guys are great at this. Ah, that was good. I don't. Gio's quote mine might get me in more trouble, but yours was funnier. Hello, yours was much funnier. One was funnier. One would get me into more trouble if somebody ever watched these videos besides you guys. Oh goodness! And not talking about pizza, yo, made me hungry. I got a nice big steak for dinner tonight, so I gotta finish this nonsense so I can go eat steak. All right, let's listen to a little bit more of the Morgile. See what else he's got to say.
Miles an hour relative to your car. And the cars on the opposite side of the highway will be traveling at a rate of 125 miles an hour relative to your car.
Is that right? That's not right. That's not... Well, oh. If you're going at the opposite directions. Is that what you meant? If you're going in opposite directions relative to you, the other car is going your speed plus their speed, which would be 120. Okay, that makes sense. I suppose. Vegans, they just show up and challenge you to a debate any moment. Oh, yes. Vegan gate. Who's that one guy? Part-time vegan? Part-time vegan's hilarious.
This proves beyond the shadow of any doubt.
Actually, yeah, if you do that, Critical Unity, if you manage to come in here as Orphan Red, and I can, check that there's Orphan Red. If you beef tastes like ass. All right. That's awful. If you can do that, then I would actually buy it. Otherwise, don't. You're just trolling at this point. I know I'm ignoring you, and you want my attention. Pay attention to me, senpai. I guess I did. I am reinforcing your behavior. Should probably not do that. Let's see. Yeah, part-time vegan was hilarious. I do love how absolutely upset he got when you questioned him on his part-time vegan, or somebody called him an omnivore because he's a part-time vegan. And I thought that was hilarious. It's too funny. God, getting under these people's skins is too easy. Just order a pizza replacement and an order of onion rings. Stop it, Paranoia. You're making me hungry. Oh, you're making me so hungry.
Objects traveling in the same direction will have a lower relative speed compared to similar objects traveling in opposite directions. So, while the moon makes the first section of its monthly cycle, the Earth would represent traffic on the same side of the highway, moving in the same direction as the moon itself. During this leg of the journey, the Earth and moon would be racing against one another. Again, this portion of the cycle takes 13.5 days. For the second leg of the moon's alleged orbital path, the Earth and moon would be, hypothetically, traveling towards one another, much like the cars on the opposite side of the highway described in the previous mind experiment.
You just called it a mind experiment? It's a thought experiment. Come on. Get it right. At least get something right.
Using basic logic and common sense, what would you predict in terms of the duration for the moon to traverse through arc?
I had fish and chips earlier. Oh no, stop it. God, you guys are the worst. This is like a kid explaining how something works. This is actually a really terrible explanation. I've kind of zoned out there for a second, but it sounds like his whole thing is that the moon doesn't decelerate even though it's got an elliptical orbit. Even though it does, so I don't know what to tell him about this. Like, you're wrong, and I want to skip ahead to something that's less stupid. So we're gonna skip again because I can only deal with so much of this. So is attack flat earthers without realizing what it's all about? Yes, it is. I need to stop reading your comments. I don't know why I'm feeding you. God, you all are so terrible. Stop giving me food things. I'm hungry. I'm gonna go eat. While I'm on the mic so y'all can hear me crunch on popcorn. Nope, you're still doing the same thing.
Such arguments are not based in facts or repeatable physical experiments, but are instead based upon an emotional attachment to ball Earth
Alright,
theory.
you know what? I give up on the Morgile. I am putting a stop on the Morgile. I give up on the Morgile. We are calling it quits on the Morgile. Don't worry, we're not calling it quits on everything. We're just calling it quits on the Morgile himself. Because I can't stand him right now. He is awful, and he is boring me, and I'm done. I'm done with him. So, we are going to do this only because I can't stand him, and because Orphan Red's video is, like, way shorter. We're going to switch to Orphan Red. I play Minecraft so you can tell me everything I'm doing wrong. Oh, God. Okay. So, he's very much a wannabe. He talks in sort of the same way. It's kind of hilarious. All right, so we're going to do it. We're going to do Orphan Red now. We're switching gears to Orphan Red because, honestly, she might be more entertaining than the Morgile. The Morgile is boring, and he talks slow. And I can't deal with him anymore. I just can't. So, I am sorry. Please, 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 you know, wear your protective gear. Wear all of your protective gear. And other than that, I'm sorry.
I'm all giggly. My dress is not tied up properly, so we're just gonna have to pretend.
Okay. We can do this, guys. It's only 4 minutes long. Yeah, it's not even 4. We can handle it.
Dear physicists, also astrophysicists.
Also, I never said this in the video, so I can say this. I can say this. Nightbot, you're a dick. Stop it. If you are going to legitimately ask a question that you want answered by physicists and astrophysicists and actual scientists, may I make a suggestion? Don't do it on YouTube. Go actually genuinely go ask a physicist. Canada, I'm assuming Canada isn't such a terrible place that you don't have universities. But you know, I mean, they spew out people like you all the time, so maybe Canada is that terrible place. I don't know. Do let me know. Fucking Paranor, let me know. Do you all, like, not have universities and actual physicists that you could go ask this question to? Because if you legitimately wanted an answer to this. Oh, she is making a satanic devil sign. Oh my goodness. I need to do that thing. I'm gonna screen grab that. Because that is hilarious, and because I know she will take that like way more seriously than I do. Like, honestly, you'd think her corset needs to be tighter. I think she's wearing too many shirts. Like, it's her shirt arrangement is really weird. Like, I don't understand why she's got like a shirt under her corset. Like, I feel like they should be the other way around. Like, she's wearing all of her things backwards. Yes, that was a very loud screenshot noise. I'm sorry. I feel like she's not wearing clothes the correct way. Yeah, corset and a bra. I know. I don't know if she knows how corsets work, but they don't work like this. Like, if you're gonna wear these clothes, at least wear them the right way. Like, put them on in the right order, but you're not even putting them on in the right order. So I don't, you know what? Yeah, we're gonna be the fashion police. I actually, yeah, I as somebody who actually bothers to dress himself nicely, oh, I didn't realize that, but she's like wearing a belt and suspenders. Yeah, no, she totally is. That's what she has done, is worn a belt and suspenders at the same time. She's got, yeah, there's no, your bra serves no purpose if you have a corset on, or your corset serves no purpose if you have a bra on. Like, you're doing it twice for no. Yeah, better safe than sorry, I suppose. I don't know. Like, you're just wearing your clothes wrong. I'm sorry to say that. Like, that's all I can say about it. You're just wearing your clothes wrong. Your bra serves no purpose. It does. What was he saying? Oh yeah, all of this fucking derailed it all. Hell, all of this was about you actually talking to somebody who knows the answers to the question that you asked. Go actually ask a physicist this question. Don't ask your YouTube your flat Earth YouTube friends to answer this question. Go actually ask somebody this question. If you legitimately wanted an answer, you would actually do that. But you don't actually want an answer, so you're gonna ask, and even the ask, I wanna put in like unlimited amount of quotation marks. You don't really want to ask that question. That's not your deal. You don't want an answer. You're just doing it as a way to pretend as if you know more than you do. Okay. Moving on. You should show Orphan Red to your wife, R&D. She would probably laugh. She has. My wife quite has laughed quite a bit at Orphan Red. Yeah. She wore a shirt once that said "Porn kills love." I do remember that shirt. That is a lot. Can we get Orphan Red to be R&D's sexy housekeeper? You're gonna have to ask her, not me. That is something I can't answer for you. You feel free to tweet at her. I doubt she will. Yeah. All right, we're gonna try a little bit more here.
Other scientists, everyone who believes in the theory of gravity, please tell me what precisely in the conceptual notion of time is tangibly acted upon by what?
Your sentence makes no goddamn sense. I've heard this sentence like a billion times. Florida says that porn is a health problem. I did see that. I think Utah tried to do something similar not too long ago. We've officially went down the path of madness. Yes, I don't know that. I don't. I honestly, I sat around and tried to decipher this sentence for like ever and a half. I really genuinely gave it a good college try to try to decipher the sentence that she is saying, and it makes no goddamn sense. Not at all. Like I don't know what she's trying to ask. It's I don't know if she like. I brought this up in my video. Is I don't know if she thinks that like space is tangible. Maybe she does think that space is tangible. That you can touch space, and that time isn't tangible. I don't know. I really don't know. She's trying to be so clever that her brain shat itself. That might be it. It's just I don't and. It is one of those things that there are plenty, and I think someone pointed out, like PBS Spacetime has some great talks about it. I watched 3 videos by Ted Ed, had 3 really great videos on Spacetime and you know space-time compression and all this stuff. That's really cool stuff. And that's where I learned a little bit more about the gravitational waves and whatnot. I think she may be confused by the difference in space-time and chronological time. Maybe. And that's the problem is I don't actually know what she's confused by. I think she's trying to say that tangible evidence there was time-space. Is that it? Time and space are not tangible in Einstein's relativity. She wants tangible proof of them. She's making a straw man stuff with word salad. Yeah, I think that's what she's trying to do. I kind of agree with you, Luigi, is that I don't know why she thinks that space and or time should be tangible. And I guess it's probably the fault of, you know, having poor language that we can't, you know, trying to describe space-time. If you've ever I was one of the videos that I was watching when I was doing research for this. They talked about how when you talk about space-time, you often have to talk about it in metaphors. You know, it's often talked about like, you know, taking a cloth and stretching it and then putting an object in it, and it's sort of, you know, it bends the cloth, and then when you put another ball in it, it's, you know, it sort of gravitates towards it, or you know, simulating gravity, right? But that's just a metaphor. That's not what space-time is. Space-time isn't a piece of fabric. It's a metaphor for what space-time is, because that's the best that we can do in the language that we are stuck with, is talk about it in metaphors. Well, yeah, because to really do space-time, you would need at least a 4th dimension. Yeah, I also got to watch, and I highly recommend this. Carl Sagan brought up, did a whole video on dimensions, and the fourth dimension in particular. And he broke it up really nicely. There's a lot of really great, there's so many great sources about trying to talking about space-time, and mostly breaking it up into this thing that, we can't, the way that we perceive things is not the way that things are when it comes to things that are in different dimensions. So somebody brought up, trying to imagine space-time as a line, just a straight line on a surface, and that we as three-dimensional individuals, entities, whatever you want to fucking call us, see space-time like through a slit as you move up. So we just see slices of this two-dimensional line, and that's how we see space-time. And again, that's a fucking metaphor, right? Like, it's really hard to talk about space-time in not metaphorical ways, because we are three-dimensional creatures trying to talk about a four-dimensional thing, and we suck at it. Like, we just do. We don't have the language for it. It's hard to understand, and that's okay. It's okay that we have a hard time talking about it. But the fact that we do doesn't make it not true. The fact that we can't necessarily talk about it in the way that satisfies Orphan Red's, desire to know things and makes it tangible doesn't make it any less true. This is why we have math, and you were right there. It's just, how many of us, and I don't, I can't fucking math, right? Like, how many of us understand math well enough to be able to understand the concept of space-time? Like, it's hard, and I entirely understand the limitations of language. So, but Orphan Red sees this limitation of language and thinks that she has found a gap in our knowledge where she is going to stick, and even stick, just sort of, yeah, more or less stick the flat Earth, because we have this limitation in language that she can't understand, right? I can understand space-time, I don't know the maths. Yeah, that's fine. Oh my goodness. Critical Unity, you are apparently distracting my chat, which is fine. I'm not mad at you for that. No such thing as space-time. It's just a theory. You're just a theory. You don't exist, nor does your ignorance. I mean, what? Okay. You sound like a conspiracy person. Okay. Okay. I can understand the serious spice types, but ask me to do the math. No, I'm not that skilled. Yeah, I mean, that's one of the reasons why I thought about it, right? Like, I thought about trying to learn about space-time a little bit more than I already knew, and trying to explain it in my video. And then I realized that I genuinely do not have the ability to do that. I do not have, there's no way for me to try to explain space-time, especially not a fucking quickie, right? Like, there's no way for me to do that. What the hell did you say? Oh, just a theory. I don't know. Nightbot, don't be a dick. Yeah, there's, I couldn't do it, so, and I'm okay with not being able to. All right, we're gonna listen to just a little bit more, and then we'll call it a night.
Precisely in matter, such that time bends in accordance with this notional concept of relative distances.
So you understand that the words that you are using are not common to your audience, which is why you have to show what you are actually trying to say in visual words, right? Yeah, well, the empty space did come out of her mouth, so that says a lot. That was mean. God, I'm mean. Oh my goodness. things. So if you understand, Orphan Red, if you understand that your audience isn't going to understand what you are saying to the point where you have to show the word in your video just so that your audience knows what you're talking about, then you should probably not use that word. Or whatever mix of words you did use, right? Whatever crazy mix-up of words you use to describe space, don't use those, and instead just say space, and then you sound just a little bit less like a 5th grader who has just discovered a thesaurus. Use the words that you actually understand to speak, and you will speak more clearly and in a way that is more easily understood by others. Don't talk in this pretend in this pretend intelligence. Like, I feel like that in and of itself would make your videos more tolerable if you didn't do that. If you didn't try to talk in this pretend smart. Just talk like you normally would, and then you might be more easily understood. Alright. I think Orphan Red would make a good weather girl. She wouldn't understand it, but could point in a chat and shit. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Alright. Yeah. So we're gonna end all of this nonsense here. We're just gonna stop. We are just gonna stop with all of this for the day, because I have had enough Flat Earth stuff for one day. So thank you, absolutely everybody who showed up today. Oh my goodness, we almost got to 50. We almost got to 50 viewers at once. Awesome job. Go team. Great team effort. You owe us 4 minutes. I can sit here and ramble for 4 minutes. And I was on time today. So that. Oh, that was a thing. So no. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. And thank you, everyone who's new. We had a lot of people. It seems like from this little experiment that if I do streams on Saturday nights, they will be popular enough that I will actually get viewers to show up and interact and all that. So I think this will become the standard that every other week we will switch. So next week the stream will be on Sunday, the week after that will be on Saturday, and so on and so forth. We will switch it up. Next week's stream will be a party stream. Happy birthday R&D party time stream time. That is a very long name that I'm gonna have to shorten. Orphan Blue now? I don't think Orphan Blue is back yet. I will double check later. Yeah, next week will be party time. I will try to have some of these lovely folks like Sean Hufford and Micro and Geo and Mango and stuff. We will try to do a party. And I know, okay, I'm glad that Sunday is better for you. So that'll be next week. I will try to get, I'm really close to being able to finish, oh, and Hillel, I would invite you, Hillel, but, you can't figure out how to use Google Hangouts. So once you do, or no, wait, was it which one? There was a thing that you weren't able to figure out. Once you do figure that out, you're more than welcome. So yes, we will have a party next week. See, I told you I could fill up the last 4 minutes with my ramblings. So I can use Google Hangouts. All right, I believe you. So yes, we will have a game night, and hopefully there will be a video on ODD TV next week. I am getting my job under control, and I know what I'm supposed to, how tired I am at the end of the day, and how much free time I have. So things are sort of on the up and up on the job things. I will enjoy my stay. Thank you very much, Alvin. Thank you again, everyone. Don't forget to do those things where you subscribe. Follow me on the Twitters. And I think those are kind of it. So subscribe, follow me on the Twitters, give this video a like, fight the Flat Earth bots by giving this video a like. And thank you once again, everybody, for joining me. I will see you all next week.